I think the key thing for going from single-use packaging to circular packaging is the infrastructure of being able to return your packaging, right? So today, all over the world, we are sending out packaging for private individuals. They have nowhere else to put it but the bin. So we need to give them that alternative, right? And that alternative needs to be convenient. It also needs to be efficient because we need it to be cheap when returning it. Packaging has to be cheap. So by connecting all these infrastructures that we already have, couriers, web shops, and making it so that where you collect your parcel, you'll be able to deliver your packaging, then we have a efficient setup, and we'll be able to compete with single-use packaging, and that's basically what it takes, because we want to change the entire industry. We want to go from single-use to circular packaging. And by doing this, we will have a huge impact. To do so, we need to be cost efficient, because cash is king, right? That's a great question, because we need to do this simultaneously, right? Because we need to get started. We obviously started up 4 years ago, trying to get on board. We have now made sort of a system where it's the customers choosing. So right now it's kind of customer dependent. When a customer is shopping online, they'll be choosing the packaging. They're actually paying for it, then they get a reward for returning it, right? So right now it's the shops taking a decision to offer it to the customers, and when customers accept it, then we do an impact, right? So that is how we started to roll it up. And obviously, the more and more volume we get, the more partners we build into it. So the infrastructure can then increase in time. And so I guess to answer your question, we need to start from the web shops. But obviously, in order to get this efficient and cheap, you need a high volume. And with the high volume, the infrastructure then also comes. Yeah, I think we've shown it's possible. We do it in 4 countries in Europe now. Some countries have been there for a couple of years, others just starting up. But I think it's pretty evident. Everybody knows that packaging is an issue. All our bins is full. The industry is waking up, and many of the couriers, they see business in what we're doing. So when we are connecting the infrastructures out there, they actually have a revenue stream. They can see this makes sense. We're using a lot of the retail stops or retail shops to. This is where we deliver the packaging as a return point. They see customer traffic due to this. So there are a lot of commercial interests, supporting this, and so I think together with the fact that it's quite evident that we need to do something, and the fact that we actually build some businesses around it, then I think it's most likely that something will happen. I think in Europe at least, there's coming a lot of legislation that will build on top of this, so it will make it more expensive to use single-use packaging. So going from single-use to circular packaging as our concept, basically the way we have built it is that there's no cost for the web shop. We're now offering this as a resale option. So we sell it to the web shop. The web shop is then reselling it to the customers. By doing this, we have completely removed the cost of packaging for the web shops. By having the customer choose it, we know the customers are engaged to also return it. So we ensure a high return rate. And the return reward they get for delivering is a voucher, and everyone in e-commerce know that voucher is a benefit for both the customer and the web shop because they create retention. So basically the cost is zero just for using the packaging, but in order to get from where we are today to where we imagine to be in like 3 or 5 years, where we are on par with single use, we simply just need the volume. Because somebody's saying, okay, why is a used cardboard more expensive than a new one, right? But that's simply because the industry of single use is so big. So the production they do use and the scale they have a completely different cost structure. And also, a really important thing is the increased responsibility for the producers coming here in Europe, giving the manufacturers of single use, they need to now pay for the trash disposal of their packaging. And that will levelize the cost, because that's what we're doing. We have a cost taking our own packaging back, so we need to build that into the cost today. But when that legislation changes, we will be on more fair terms. Well, all our packaging is based on cellulose. That goes for the cardboard boxes and the bags. This has a coating, meaning that we can wash it and we can use it a lot of times. Basically, we are now actually transforming, because we need to be, again, cost efficient, and we need to make sure that the return rate of the packaging also matches the durability of the packaging. We actually see now that these bags is lasting way too long. People are using them for their laptop sleeves, so they keep them at home. We basically want them to return it. So we're now building or designing less expensive and maybe less catchy packaging.